drink.
One glass of red wine is not going to kill you.
The problem is one glass of red wine becomes 17 glasses of red wine.
And a bottle of Jack.
And a bottle of Jack Daniels and Twinkies.
Sounds like a country song.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip, and for the next approximately 30 minutes, Alex and I will discuss things that we think are funny, interesting, weird, bizarre,
And some that were actually chosen
I picked
by
a
the
story
one and
this
only
week.
Allison Haislip.
What? Anyway, we talk about things we think
Miracles
are
do
interesting.
happen.
Miracles do happen.
They
It
do.
happened, everybody.
And it's not
Pigs
even
have
Christmas
flown.
time.
I know.
Look
Who
at that.
knows?
Yeah.
We got things to talk about at Christmas time.
Yeah.
With us, as always, the lovely and talented Tom Supervolcano Krajewski.
Tom!
Well, hello.
Supervolcano.
Tom, how has your status as a celebrity changed you?
Pretty. I got an invite today to be a celebrity guest in someone's fantasy football league.
What?
What?
Are you
Yeah.
being serious?
Yeah.
That's
That is
amazing.
fantastic.
But the only problem is I don't know football.
Oh, what?
I don't know football.
Oh my
Also,
gosh!
I wouldn't
I'm in
classify myself as a
three.
celebrity.
I'm in 3 fantasy football leagues.
What?
Are you really?
I'm in 3 fantasy football leagues and a football pool.
I can't do fantasy football leagues. I like watching football.
Yeah.
By the way, Hard Knocks on HBO.
It's good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
All right.
Even if you're just tacitly interested in football,
Yes.
it's really good. Also, real sports. Even if you're
Yes.
like kind of, it's great.
I love
Fantastic.
sports movies. I just don't like sports.
That's so
I can
weird.
send you to-
Oh,
you
yeah.
would love real sports, by the way.
No.
On HBO. No.
Oh.
I mean,
Because it's sports.
you
but
would
it's
love real
real.
sports. No, I wouldn't. No, I mean the TV show Real Sports, because it's like
I love
Heather
that stuff, yeah.
likes playing sports, but we're not a sports watching family. You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
weird to me. I don't
I-
understand not having even if you aren't like super into sports. I don't understand not having like an allegiance to a team somewhere.
Oh, we do. San
Oh.
Diego Chargers.
Red
I'm
Sox.
sorry.
They always make me feel like a sad person.
Yeah, exactly. You're
Every
a Red
day.
Sox fan?
From Boston.
Boston.
Oh, fuck.
Love the Red
That's
Sox.
what it is. Boston,
This is-
Jersey. That's
yeah,
what. That's
I'm
the
a
tension.
Yankees
That might
fan. we have 120 years of animosity between us, Tom.
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteak sitting right in the middle.
That's
like, fuck you.
Philadelphia, jackass.
I know, but I was just saying.
He likes cheesesteak.
It's like cheesesteaks. By
And
the way, isn't that
honestly-
Pennsylvania? Is Philadelphia's in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
right?
So
Fucking
why
Pennsylvania.
that's not New Jersey or Boston?
Hey, cheesesteak.
Hey.
Cheesesteak. Hey, speaking of food
Yeah.
Okay.
and spood things,
And
food
spood?
spins.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
What just happened
I
over
think
there?
the heat. Honestly, I
Did
think
you
I'm
have a
having
stroke?
I think I'm having a heat stroke.
Oh, okay.
And wine buzz at the exact same
Oh, yeah.
time.
That makes sense.
This
It is.
this
I think I've been
good.
there before.
Nazawa.
Oh, you read my tweet.
I did read your
Oh,
tweet.
yeah. Okay.
Considering you and I are like the Sugarfish team.
Exactly. Okay, so my buddy Phil has been in town for the last 3 or 4 weeks, visiting from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And when he comes to town, he's always like, Sugarfish. We have to
Right.
eat at Sugarfish.
Have you had Sugarfish yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Love it. Yeah,
So when he actually flew in a couple weeks ago, I picked him up from the airport and we drove literally straight to Sugarfish. I didn't even bring him to his
That's
buddy's place
amazing.
that he was staying at. We drove from LAX to the Sugarfish that's on La Brea, and we had dinner there because
Yeah.
it's like our favorite place to eat. And so the other night, it was Saturday night, and like
Yeah.
we were texting each other. I was like, "You doing anything?" He's like, "No, not really." And then I was like, "Oh my God, should we go get Sugarfish?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Wait, I think a new one just opened on Sunset."
Yes.
There's one on Sunset
That's the
in
one
Gower.
we walked by. Remember the other day
Probably.
when we were
In the
going to the
Gower-
Star Wars
Yeah.
thing? We
in
were
the
like,
Gower Gulch.
Yeah.
So Phil and I were like, yeah, let's go there. So we met at that Sugarfish, but we went late. We
Yeah.
went to. I think we met there at 9:00, so we didn't even start eating until like
Yeah,
9:30
yeah.
or something. And we ate our meal, and then I got up to use the restroom. And as I was walking to the restroom, there were these 3 people walking the opposite direction, and we kind of like crossed paths at the bar, and they stopped at the bar to talk to these 2 gentlemen who were sitting at the bar, and they were like, "Thank you so much, this was so great," and I couldn't get past them.
Yeah.
Like they blocked off my way to the bathroom, so I
Yeah.
just kind of had to wait there while they had this interaction with these 2 guys at the bar, and they're like, "Thank you so much," and they're like, no, thank you guys. There's a lot of thank yous, and then those 3 walked off, and then jokingly I looked at the 2 guys, I'm like, "I feel like I should thank you guys too," and they're like, no, we should thank you, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah."
You're like,
I'm like laughing. And then
Charismatic.
as I'm walking to the bathroom, I'm like, why would they thank me? And then I was like, oh my God, I think that was Nazawa, and I'm assuming the guy who owns this particular Sugarfish
Oh
sitting
my God.
at the bar.
Was it like an old Japanese
It was an
dude?
old Japanese man and this guy with a European accent. And I was
Very.
like, oh my gosh. And so I used the restroom, and then I came back out and I walked back up to them at the bar, and I was like, it occurred to me while I was walking to the bathroom that the reason you guys were thanking me is because this is your place? And the guy's like, yeah, this is our new location. He's like, thank you for coming. We haven't even opened yet. This is a soft open. They hadn't even advertised that they were open. Phil, for some reason, just heard that they had been open.
That's amazing.
And he's like, this is Nozawa, and I met Nozawa.
Oh my God.
And he's like, this sweet little Japanese man. And I'm like, thank you so much. And I told him, I was like, my friend Phil is visiting from New York, and we always come and eat at Sugarfish. It's like our thing to do. And I'm glad we checked out the new location.
That's
And
fantastic.
it was great. And then I went back and sat at the table, and I'm like, Phil, I just met Nozawa. And he's like, what? Are you kidding me? I'm like, he's over there at the bar. He's like, oh man. And so we asked for our check the next time the waitress came around. And then when she brought our check, she also brought us sushi, salmon sashimi.
Oh.
And it was from Nozawa. He sent us over.
Oh my God.
And we were like,
he
"Thank
sent you over fish.
I know. And then he came over and said thank you again when he was leaving. And we were like, no, thank you. You're a sushi celebrity.
That's amazing. That's like meeting Jiro or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Jiro? The guy from the
Oh yeah,
documentary.
I was gonna say that's like me meeting Ronald McDonald or something.
I know, right?
That would be creepy because Ronald
Yeah, I
McDonald
like
is
this
a
stuff.
fictional character.
By the way, I know this isn't a news story. I
What?
mean, it's a news story.
Okay.
McDonald's in the next month is going to do breakfast all day.
What?
Love it. Get my McGriddles. They still make those?
They do.
McGriddles?
You can get them at 3 p.m. You can get them at 11:30 p.m.
About
You can get them at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
No.
Whenever
that sounds like a lie.
you fucking want, Tom.
Me?
Yep.
If McDonald's
will you
is
guys go with
open,
me?
Yes.
I will not get a McGriddle. But
I will
yeah,
eat. No, I'll get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
I will get
or
french fries.
sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit like a human being.
Yeah.
After I had mono, I went to McDonald's and downed like 5 Big Macs because I couldn't eat on mono.
You couldn't
So
eat
I,
on
like,
mono.
ate
Wait, like the
five.
doctor was
Second
like,
story, but
don't eat on mono.
I had my throat was in such pain every time I swallowed. I didn't sleep for like 4 days straight because every time I swallowed, my throat would
That's
kick
awful.
you. I didn't eat.
Yeah.
Anyways, I ate the 5
I had
Big
mono
Macs. It was
in
great.
college.
Oh, yeah?
It was terrible.
Oh, right, because then you had the nurse that you liked.
The hot-
and you had the
Yes.
hot nurse guy.
The hot nurse guy.
nurse guy.
Yep.
Come on, we know the stories.
Oh yeah,
We know so much about each
Are we
other
ever
now.
going to run out of stories? What if we run out of stories?
I feel like we'll just continually repeat stuff that was
Yeah.
like a year ago
That's true.
because that's how we roll.
All right. Did we get emails?
Oh, we got
have
emails. We got
Check out the
emails.
email. I'll never get tired of saying that.
Cassandra sent this in. Cookies, candy for Drunksmith.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like this.
First off, any email about Drunksmiths kind of gets read.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of the new hotness right now.
The new hot.
Hey, Allison, Alex, and the best storyteller ever, Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Thank you.
Hope all is well with you. Love the show. You guys are fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You're the only thing good about Monday.
Aw.
This podcast makes work bearable. Wish it was longer, though. That's better than wishing we would shut up.
Yes. We'll take it.
Tom may be good at one-sentence stories, but I think the best/worst one-sentence story was one my friends told me years ago. We were sitting in a car, and she said, "You guys, this one time, I saw a duck." We waited for a full minute thinking she was going to continue, and when we asked, and she said, no, that was it.
What?
Brilliant.
That's terrible.
That's a classic.
Also,
That is classic super volcano right there.
what? Have you never seen a duck before?
Maybe that person didn't. Maybe it was the first time.
It'd be like way different if you're like, you guys, this one time I saw a giraffe on the 405. You'd be like, fuck yeah,
but that's like
Yeah.
2 sentences.
You don't. No, it's not.
Oh, it's maybe
one
a
time I saw
comma.
a giraffe on the 405. That doesn't need any more explanation. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me that because now I'm informed that there was a giraffe on the 405.
I love that that's how you respond to that story.
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me that.
I now have the knowledge that there was a giraffe on the 405 at one point.
Okay, she says, I really hope you're serious about Drunksmiths.
Oh gosh.
Am I
yes.
spelling that right?
Who
Probably.
knows? Maybe we'll take a poll on that. How to
Yeah,
spell
exactly.
Drunksmiths.
How to spell Ducksmith? Drunksmith. Ducksmith. What the hell? Drunksmith.
Oh,
here's
we just
happening.
opened it, yeah.
Okay, my friends and I make Christmas cookies and also toffee and peppermint bark every year.
Fuck yes.
My friend,
Yes.
my friend Cassie is super popular at making candy, which is amazing. We'd love to send you some for Drunksmiths if you wanted.
Yes.
I also
you
would
have
totally
to promise
put
to not poison it.
yes, yeah.
I'll be the taste. I'll be the poison tester.
We'll make
We'll give
Tom
it this-
eat it a couple days
Yeah,
beforehand.
we'll be like Tom, Super Volcano, the flavor tester, Krajewski.
Yes.
I would also totally put money into a Kickstarter for wine if you did one. I feel like there should be a company like Edible Arrangements, but with alcohol. Does that exist already?
Yeah.
Like, what if a friend's insert someone just died, but you live far away and you want to send them some sympathy wine?
Not got married, but
Yeah, right, exactly. Or birthday. Someone should make that a thing and sponsor the podcast, right?
Well, thanks to Postmates, you might be able to do that.
Maybe.
If the Postmates in your state will deliver alcohol, then you can just have Postmates deliver it.
So she says, "Stay awesome, Cassie." P.S. I agree with Allison that we should never, ever download our brains into robot computers.
Thank you.
I've seen Transcendence. That's creepy.
Thank
Fuck
you,
that
Cassie.
shit.
Fuck that shit, indeed. I like
Love
this
it.
girl.
Fuck that.
We are totally going to accept your homemade cookies because that sounds amazing.
Yes, and I will watch Tom for a solid 20 minutes, then I will eat all of them.
Yes.
And she's like, that's great. I'll just hide it in one of them.
Yes. Which one's the poisonous cookie?
Mystery game.
Mystery
to start
game.
off the.
Super popular at listening from Jessica.
Ooh, hi, Jessica. Look at our ladies chiming
I know.
Yeah.
in. What's up, ladies?
Jessie Saucers is her name, so I can only imagine what she's going to say.
Oh, no. We already
We
talked about
named
this.
her
We named her Jessie
Jessie
Saucers.
Oh, Jessie Saucers. Oh, that's right, because she was the Dinosaurs girl.
Yeah.
Dear Allison, Alex, and Tom,
Yes.
guys, I caught up. Oh, right, because she was the one that was like so behind.
Yay!
She's like, I caught up. I hope
Oh my gosh,
Allison.
I feel like we're talking to the future now.
I know. God, time is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Inception. I mean,
Hashtag
the other
Inception.
One. The other one.
Hashtag Interstellar.
Stellar.
Hashtag Memento. Hashtag Christopher Nolan movies.
Yes.
Okay.
Hashtag. Hashtag hash browns.
Ooh.
By the way, that's called back to the
McDonald's
McDonald's
deal
breakfast
ago.
all day.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. Guys, I caught up. Hope Allison wasn't too mad at me for being so behind
No.
because I binge listened to the
Yes.
podcast all week to catch myself up. Now I'm a tiny bit sad that I have to wait a whole week for more.
Oh.
Can't wait for Drunksmiths, by the way. It's going to be awesome. Also, thanks for talking about my boobs on a podcast. That was
Yeah.
hilarious. Tears of laughter happened. Jessie Saucers.
Yay.
Yeah.
P.S. I'd love to have a couple of Minnesota wines sent to you guys if you'd like. Let me know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like
Minnesota makes wine?
sure.
Yeah. They make
I don't know
great
why I-
wine.
When was the last
No,
time
I'm
you were
gonna
like in Ralph's and you were like,
Yeah.
Rosé, Napa,
Hey, guess
Napa,
what?
Minnesota. I'll try that one.
New Jersey makes wines.
Anything that
Yeah,
ends in A.
and it stays in
Napa.
New Jersey.
You shut your face.
Eh?
my God.
Maybe we should have like a public PO address where people can just send this stuff. Does that sound like a decent idea?
It does. It does. I could
Once
set
again,
one up.
talking business while we're recording the
I love it.
show.
I love it. I could set
Yeah.
one up. We can put it somewhere.
We're gonna make that happen.
Like we'll put
people.
it on like a website or something.
Yeah, and then you can just send us all the wine
on
you
our
want.
Twitter,
Wine and cookies.
on our Twitter page. Tim Tams, we got to talk about this.
Tim Tams!
Conrad Munger.
Conrad.
Thanks, Allison. Wouldn't have known it was Australia if not for you and the podcast. And its image. Oh, it's a geography question.
Oh.
on a quiz.
Yes. Where in the world would you find
Tim Tams.
Tim Tams?
Cookies called Tim Tams. Mexico, Russia, Australia, South Africa.
Fucking
and he got it
Australia.
right. He got it right.
Yeah, he did.
We are educating the world.
You
Yes,
know,
we
aren't we?
are.
We're giving meaningful information to a
Yep.
small population in order
To our Australian
answer.
fan who's sending us that
Online
stuff, thank you. I can't wait.
I love it. I love it.
Cool.
All right, let's get into this, shall we?
Let's get into some stories.
First story is from the lovely Alison Haislip.
I sent in a story. I sent in a
A-
story to my own podcast.
AI robot that learns new words in real time tells human creators it will keep them in a people zoo.
Yeah.
It was programmed to
Yeah.
say that.
No.
Yes,
No.
it was. The guy, I saw the video.
Oh.
It was programmed to say it?
It had to be. The guy who created the robot didn't say, what the fuck? Why did he say? He's like, yeah, he says that.
But no, but this is the thing, because it's based on Philip K. Dick.
Right.
It's Philip
one of the
K.
greatest
Dick.
sci-fi writers
Right.
ever.
And what they did was they took all the interviews that have ever been interviewed by Philip K. Dick and they put them all into this android.
Yeah.
And then what happens is when you interact with it, if you ask a question that's close to a question that Philip K. Dick has actually answered, it will answer as Philip K. Dick.
yes.
It's crazy.
I love it.
The robot looks
But
awesome,
the fact
too.
that the
Robot looks
robot,
awesome
like in
with the
20
back
minutes,
head.
it was like, I will put you in a people zoo. And you're like,
It's just kidding.
What?
Didn't Philip K. Dick have a
it's
sense
just
of humor?
kidding?
First
Yeah.
off, robots can't kid because they
Yeah.
don't have souls, and soul is
Or
where
do they have
comedy
sense
comes
of
from.
humors?
Right, because it's from the
senses
soul.
of humor? Sense of humors. Senses of humor.
Robots
Is
don't-
it senses of humor or sense of humors? It's senses.
Senses of humor. Nor do they have
'cause
senses
it's
of humor.
multiple
Yes.
senses of humor.
Of one thing. Yep, that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
We just
We're
solved
good.
a very big problem in the world today, you guys.
Guys, we are saving people's lives.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
Okay.
Creepily standing in the back behind you while you try to take your test at school.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
We've got you.
It's C. Constantinople.
Constantinople.
On a side note, we should probably go kill that robot first.
What did?
Yeah, right? Why is that like who thought that was a good idea?
No.
By the way,
People
how is
do.
that the idea you have? Like I'm going to make an android. I'm going to make
By the
Philip
way,
K. Dick as an android.
what do you think about the fact that like maybe there's aliens out there and they look at Earth and they're like, oh yeah, you can visit Earth. It's the People Zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Right?
that got out there. Somebody said that aliens can hear things.
Yeah, and
So they're
now
like,
we're
People
just
Zoo
a
sounds
People
fun.
Zoo to the Zargabot race or something like that.
Those guys are assholes.
I know, fuck those dudes.
But we make so much money with our People Zoo.
We are such a People Zoo.
I mean, we're not going to be in the People Zoo. We're going to be
Do you think
Ringling
Do you
Brother.
think pets that are in like a petting zoo or animals that are in a petting zoo feel as content and satisfied as we do on our People Zoo?
Ooh, now that's deep.
Yeah, I mean, are we
Yeah.
going to get like free range? Like it's going to be like a city, like you get to live in LA, but it's sort of like boundaried out because that's the zoo.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they're like, no, it's their normal
but
habitat.
The aliens look down and they're sad for the people who live in LA because it's all like crowded and gross. And
Yeah.
they're like, and those people over in Wyoming, they have so much
They had
space
so
to
much-
like run around.
Look at how often they run through
Yeah.
their fields for no
I
reason.
would rather eat the people from Wyoming than the people from Los Angeles.
It's not a
They're
farm.
free-range people,
It's not
yeah.
a farm.
How do you know?
It's a zoo. You said
Soylent
zoo.
Green is people.
Soylent.
Whoa, what?
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah.
I had something I was going to say.
Did
It
they
was
tell the
awesome.
aliens not to feed us when they come down?
Did
Do
you
not
guys
feed
see the
humans.
other article about the fact that scientists now believe that they looked at the DNA of octopuses or octopi?
No.
And
Where's this
they-
going? I'm
They
terrified.
actually have sort of been like, we kind of think these might be aliens.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they were like, we don't know. This
What?
DNA looks really weird. We
No.
think these might be aliens.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Octopi?
Octopi.
Because they like doesn't match anything else on this planet?
They did sequence the DNA and they were looking at it and they were like,
Dude, what if we are the fucking octopi's People Zoo?
Do we what?
oh, you mean like everybody? It's like
I mean-
what's the one, the Dad Octopus game where you play as
Octopus
like
Dad.
Octopus Dad?
Yeah.
Where you play as an octopus and you have to like try
Yeah.
to rear this
But
baby.
you're like dressed in clothes, so
Oh, no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, this would make so much sense because, like we've talked about on the show before, we've explored more of space than we have of our own oceans.
Yeah.
So what if octopi are actually aliens who have been living like way deep down in our oceans, and we have no idea that there's this entire alien civilization under our water,
Yeah.
and they just come up to the surface to see the fucking People Zoo that they
And
created?
then we
Yeah.
eat them.
And then we eat them and they're like, those guys are assholes.
Yeah, don't get too close
Don't
to the
go,
People Zoo.
especially like the
That's like,
Mediterranean,
you can't get too
Italian
close.
coast. Fuck
you
those
can't get in
guys.
the cage. You can't get in a cage at a zoo because you'll get eaten by a fucking grizzly bear.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
That's your own damn fault,
Yeah.
Wow,
octopi.
so maybe
Good point,
Earth.
good
What
point.
if Earth was created to be the human zoo?
That's what I mean by the fucking octopi.
Crazy.
Fuck this shit.
What do we
Did you
do?
guys hear about the calamari is basically pig anus?
Wait,
This makes
You
me
mean-
really sad.
I did not. I
What?
remember this story for like years.
I don't know.
and
I've
years
had
ago.
both.
What are you talking about?
And I
That most calamari
Is
in
it
restaurants
octopus?
is not octopus. It's actually pig
They
anus.
can't do that because
outta
people
here.
can't eat pork. Pork's one of those things that, like, there's dietary restrictions.
Yeah, but they
and if
can't
you're
eat
kosher and
yeah,
that
but they,
kind of thing.
yeah, yes, if you're kosher. If
But
you're
if you don't know.
philosophically against eating pig anus, like all the humans.
Well, but what I mean
I don't
is
know.
you
Hot
can't.
dogs are they're in there.
That it's one thing to switch like cat in for chicken in a
That's
Chinese
okay.
food restaurant.
we're cool.
What? I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying I get it, but
So
like
they had this
but
thing. I can't
pork
remember
is
what it
something
was.
that actually goes against people's religious beliefs, so you can't.
yeah, but what?
I guess you're
what?
right. What religion says it's okay to eat?
My
cat?
religion says don't eat cats.
I don't know where I was going with
I
that,
don't
guys.
even know
So-
what that religion is yet.
Please
Is
don't be
this-
upset with
Okay,
me.
hold on. Pig.
Okay.
I'm going to search for this.
Pig
Anus.
intestine, though, right? 'Cause just an anus, that's an expensive piece of calamari. If it's one anus creates one ring of calamari.
First off, I think the anus is like a long tube. I
isn't
don't
that like
think
an
it's
intestine?
like just the
Not
thing.
an-
Did we just
Okay.
go to biology class?
I'm super popular at pig anus.
Ew.
Pig anus.
Don't ever say that again.
Calamari. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what the
Let's
internet
just see what
says.
happens. What if your computer just exploded?
This up now.
That we-
What if you just caused World War III because that was like the weird, like no one will ever type in pig anus
Yeah.
calamari.
Look.
That's the keyword.
Google, let's put in a back wall to the world's nuclear
Yeah.
powers, and we're gonna put in something nobody would ever say. Ideas. What about pig anus calamari?
Sold.
Why would anybody put that in the interwebs?
Nope.
Fuck.
Cut
That's
to the
disgusting.
half-hour happy hour with
First
Alison
off,
and Alex.
Only a couple of idiots would
When
come up with
people,
that phrase.
when people are living in the apocalypse and they look back, they're like, what really started with the downfall was when this one podcast got started.
Wow.
Because
All right.
Allison and Alex were bored.
Well, you're
Buckle up.
welcome, future, because we made a Mad Max
Yeah.
world for you, and that's a cool
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Right, is that where
There
we're
you
going?
go.
Okay, here we go.
Rump finder? Is that what that's?
Rump faker.
Rump faker. Oh, gosh.
A friend told me, "Oh, fuck you and all of your fucking ads, internet. Sometimes you're in the middle of a podcast and you just need facts."
You just need facts, not ads.
A friend told me the other day she heard a horrifying report on public radio that the deep-fried chewy rings of calamari, sure, well, they're sometimes served in imitation form made from slices of pig rectum.
No.
Rectum's
Yes.
different than anus.
Yes.
No.
My friend heard the story, producer, blah, 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 put it in the segment, blah, 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 This American Life, blah, 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 not supposed to charming, nah, 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 nah.
No,
Doesn't
no, no,
really
no,
know
no.
Butthole.
Butthole.
If I had money to bet on whether or not it's happening in the U.S., I would absolutely bet money on it's not, he told me earlier. But reporting the piece did leave some tiny room for doubt. Oh, so maybe the whole thing was that the piece was that in other countries, imitation calamari can be that. But that's really weird because when I heard the news article, it was like 60% of restaurant calamari was pig anus.
Wow.
Right.
This doesn't seem right to me.
Still alive. I don't care.
Yeah. That the faux mollusk guys managed the meat. The manager, for his part, told Color that he was 95% sure the claim was true. Pfft. So basically not 100% sure. Anyway, so it sounds like it might have been a little bit more of a puff piece.
Either way, I will no longer eat calamari.
Yeah.
I have definitely had my moments of like, but then I was like, you know what? If it tastes like calamari and it looks like calamari, even
Yeah,
if
I
it's pig
guess,
anus, it's
who
calamari.
cares? Yeah.
Agreed.
That's a good point.
You know
Gotta
what I
go
mean?
tell Nazawa about that. Make sure he's not
Nazawa.
serving up.
Yeah, I'd be like,
pig anus.
Nazawa, let's not have it. Anyway, so AI robots are, I think they're going to be nice to us. That's my guess. That they're going to be just kind.
You are
Great.
so naive.
Yeah, they're going to be
Yeah.
nice. Even the military robots are going to be like,
Sorry.
look, I was programmed to kill, but you seem cool. So I'm just
like,
going to
Kind
go
of guy
ahead.
I'd like to get
Maybe
a beer
we can
with
just
if I
talk
didn't
it
have
out.
to kill you.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just come with me and I'll put you in the People Zoo.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
First off, I'd rather be in the People Zoo than shredded by military machines.
Yes, I agree. People Zoo.
People Zoo.
All right, we're going to be up in People Zoo. Okay.
When I went to China, I went to the zoo in Shanghai, which had some really cool parts to it, but then it had the really sad part because there was an entire section that was for household pets.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was like a dog and a cat, but they were in weird like
Fake human
Yeah.
office buildings or something.
yes, but like with glass fronts and
Oh,
you just
God,
stood
that's
there
so
and
weird.
watched them. I was like, "What? I don't get
That does
this."
seem weird. Like if I went to a place and it was like a dog, and I'd be like,
Like
what
I went
is
to
that dog doing in there?
I went to the zoo to see a panda. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can't see pandas very often.
Right.
And I saw a damn panda, and then we walked around, and I was like, "Why is there just a dog and a cat? That's so weird."
I'm always super frustrated when I go to the zoo and I'm like, I'm going to the zoo, and then like the animals aren't out of their hole,
Yeah,
and you're like, well, what the fuck?
penguins.
Tell me, yeah, it's like
I
penguins.
want to see penguins.
Dude, go dance.
That's why
Happy
they
feet.
invented cattle prods. They're supposed to get in there
Yeah.
and prod them out.
Where they're sleeping in the cave, and then there's like this thing that just pushes, slides them out unconscious into the outside world, and they're like, yeah. But it's true. You go to the thing, and you're like, well, I don't want to disturb them, but at the same time, I fucking paid to see this thing.
I know.
It better get out of its
I
hole.
want to see the fucking penguins.
Yeah, get the snakes out of his hole.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Next story. Enough to make Mona Lisa smile. Taiwan boy falls through Italian masterpiece.
No.
Did you see this?
No. What? No.
He
So they had
Someone
a video.
fell through the Mona
video
Lisa?
is not here. Not the Mona Lisa. It was
Okay.
a $1.54 million 17th century Italian artist.
Oh my gosh.
It was back on display in Taiwan's capital on Thursday after a 12-year-old boy tripped, fell, and punched a hole into the canvas.
No.
You can see this kid do it, and it looks
It's on
like
video?
It is on video, but it looks like it's completely fake.
Oh really?
But it's
Why?
I actually just
like
because
insurance purposes.
no, because you
right?
look at it and you're like, that's a like Funny or Die fake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but it actually is security footage of this 12-year-old boy like lose because he's walking by. It's like roped off. And he's walking by and he has like something in his hands and he's walking by and he just starts to trip and he goes, huh? And catches himself with his arm.
Yeah.
And he catches himself by pushing his arm through the painting.
Is the painting on the floor?
No, it's like on the side. But he was like, falling this way into it.
No.
And he goes, "Wah!" And then he pops out, and he's like, "Oh!" And everybody standing around is like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I went to LACMA this week,
Mm-hmm.
the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. There we go.
Sure.
I've lived within walking distance of LACMA for 12 years, and
Yeah.
I've never gone.
Really?
Yeah, so I finally went this week.
They do a jazz thing that's really
On
fun.
Friday nights, apparently.
Yeah.
I've never been, but I actually went and like walked around the museum. There's Warhols in there. There's a
It's a museum.
Jackson Pollock. No, I know it's a museum. I just didn't realize they had like really fucking awesome people
Yeah.
there. And they had this one exhibit there called Breathing Light. And you have to make a reservation. And when you go,
LA.
yeah, you walk into this like enclosed and off or synonymous.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's inside and it's dark.
It's either closed off or enclosed.
Yes, exactly. You have to take off your shoes, and then they make you put on these little like footy things, like
Okay.
these sterile footy things, and then you walk up these steps and you step into this completely white room, but like there are no corners. Everything's like rounded. You know, the edges are all rounded,
Yeah.
and then it's angled too. So when you step in, you actually have to kind of you start slowly
You're
walking
like,
downhill.
Screep.
Yeah. And then it's a big open area in front of you, and it's just gorgeous kind of neon lighting in there. And you just stand there, and the lighting kind of changes, and it feels like it's sort of alive around you. And you just stand there, and you
Weird.
sort of understand that while you're standing there, it feels like you're breathing in the light.
It actually
Interesting.
does?
So
Really?
cool.
That's
yeah.
It's not just
Fantastic.
like a
It's such an experience. It was one of these things where I was like, I wish I could come here with like a book and like lay down and spend a couple hours.
Did
like,
you go
reading a book.
in a group, or were there
were
other people
about-
in there,
Yeah,
or
there's
was
about
it
four,
like
they allow about 4 or 5 people in at a time. Yeah, maybe a bit more. We were there when it was kind of slow, but
Sounds
there
like
were
it's-
about 4 or 5 people.
Sounds
in
like it's part of the zoo, and the aliens are like
I
watching you
know.
secretly, and they're like just laughing at you for breathing
Yeah.
in the air.
but it was really cool. and
like
guess
let's
what?
make a laser bubble room?
A little Taiwanese boy could not have ruined this one.
That's true.
So-
Well, he could have worn his shoes
That's true.
and maybe scuffed it up, scuffed up the walls,
Yes.
shat on something.
Damn it.
I'm just saying, there's a way that Taiwanese boys can ruin everything.
Damn it. Damn it.
Damble it,
Damble it.
damble it, those guys.
That's Gambit's brother. Damble it.
Damn it. You're
So-
27 minutes.
Okay, good, because we got two
Sweet. We got time.
amazing ones.
Yeah.
2 amazing stories.
First off, I love. There's so much about this story that I love.
Okay.
Detroit
Is there
area.
so much about it that you hate too? That's where you felt.
There's a little bit that I hate, the fact that these are now not going to be allowed for people to use for personal use.
Oh no.
Detroit area mayor seeks ban on personal flamethrowers.
Personal flame.
You can get personal flamethrowers?
Yes, you can. There are two companies that sell flamethrowers. There are two companies in the Midwest that sell personal flamethrowers. There is the
Oh my gosh.
XM42 flamethrower, touted as the first commercially available handheld flamethrower.
I hope they send us one
Amazeballs.
for advertising for them.
Dude, I am so. And the best is
we
the
get like
stuff-
16 bottles of wine, some homemade cookies, and a fucking
It's a
flamethrower.
bad
Yeah.
combination.
So the
Yeah.
mayor,
Funk
the mayor
Smith.
Frank Smith, indeed.
says that the uses are pretty suspicious and silly,
What?
right? And the guy goes, he goes, so basically he was like, look, these are only used for bad things,
Right.
And so the company guy goes, something like this. Well, so he said something like this is only going to be used by bad people for bad things. He said it was unthinkable that such a device would be sold to the public. Now I
Yeah.
immediately go, I want a fucking flamethrower.
But I agree. Where are you going to use the flamethrower? It's
Ready?
not-
I'll tell you where you're going to
Okay.
use it.
Okay.
Wait, where's the thing that he says all the different ways that you can use the flamethrower because it's fantastic?
I think in the forest.
Yes. They claim that the devices can be used for recreation or to
I'm
control.
sorry. Recreation or
Recreation.
do you mean recreation?
Oh, recreation. Recreation. I was thinking sort of
It actually
reenactment.
made sense to me. When
I know. I was thinking like reenactments. like we're recreating World War II flame fields. You know what I mean?
Looking at that word.
So
Oh my god.
so
You're
recreation.
being serious.
It says recreation.
No, it doesn't. It says recreation, and you totally read it wrong.
It looks like recreation to me. Anyway,
Your mom looks
so
like
recreation.
recreation to me.
She does.
What?
Yes, Kathy Recreation Albrecht. So recreation or to control weeds.
Control weeds.
Yeah, spray weeds with a flamethrower. Those weeds are going away.
And everything else the weeds are in.
Yes, like insect hives.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alex!
Think about a wasp's nest under your house, and you're like,
Instead of brooming.
Yeah.
no more
Alex,
brooming.
instead of brooming, you could have just
flaming.
flamethrowered.
Flaming.
I could have just
Flaming.
flamethrowered.
Flamethrowered your porch.
Also, how about clearing snow and ice from your driveway?
Yeah.
Oh, I do
That's
kinda like
actually
that
a
idea.
Really, yeah.
Right?
So you just save your back that way.
And you're not like
Shoveling.
dumping a ton of salt into the ground.
Yeah, or you're out in the middle of your fields because people do that, and you're like, I want to start a bonfire. How quick can you start a bonfire with a fucking flamethrower? Pretty damn
Pretty
quick,
quick.
right?
Pretty damn
So
quick.
there's a lot of actual applicable reasons, like recreations, to use a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Recreation.
You cook a lot of food fast for some homeless people
about-
who need to eat, and you're like, I gotta cook for all these guys.
Yeah,
And
you're like, all I have is
shove
this
some
pig, but I want to give it to the homeless, but it's raw.
Yeah.
They're like, put it on a stick, and I'll fucking flamethrower
There
it.
you go. I feel like recreation needs to be a new one of our shirts. Like-
Yes.
Recreation, but RE is capitalized.
Recreation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recreation.
Yeah.
Because it's like when, you
It's
know.
like a memo you send to God, like regarding creation.
That'd be awesome.
Dear
Hey,
God.
hey, God,
Re-
recreation.
Yeah.
Why?
Can we talk about why you did that?
Yeah.
Or like, can I have a jet?
What the fuck happened to the unicorns?
Yeah. What the fuck happened to the unicorns?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
went to the Magic Castle last night.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing
And this-
place.
Yeah, and this magician, Alex.
Albrecht.
No, Alex
Ruprecht?
Ramirez,
Ruprecht?
Ramos,
Oh.
Rums. It definitely
What's he
began with
do?
an R.
Close-up guy, or
Yeah, is he close
No,
up?
he was
Props?
he was in the main room. He did this phenomenal fucking magic. Like, this is a trick where I was like, magic is real. I
Yeah.
don't, because I don't
Yep.
understand how this could have happened. Where he like had a light bulb, he screwed it into this thing. The light bulb lights up. He's on the other side of the stage. He does a like magical hand movement, and the light bulb goes out and disappears immediately at the same time. And then he walks over, and there's literally he like touches the thing, and there's no
Disappears?
yes,
Wow.
the fucking light bulb disappeared.
that's pretty cool.
Why did I tell you this? Something came up, and
Magic. Something about
Recreation.
God.
I don't know.
Recreation.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Because after I'm watching the show, and he does the thing, and I literally looked over to my friend. I'm like, where did the light bulb go? And so I was thinking about that with the unicorns.
Oh boy.
So we gotta. There needs to be a new shirt called Allison's Tangents, and it sells geometry equipment, right? It's like Allison's Tangents for any of your geometric needs,
But where did the
boy.
light bulb go?
like the unicorns.
Where the unicorns went?
Yeah, the unicorns are just sitting in a field, and they're like, "The fuck is with all these light bulbs?
Yes.
Keep your light bulbs." We don't have electricity in this plane of existence. The fuck do we need extra light bulbs for? That's amazing. It's just a field full of unicorns and light bulbs.
That is definitely one of the worst stories I've ever told. I'm sorry.
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. So first off, now he's just trying to like
Who?
ban the mayor of Detroit.
Mayor. I'm like, what story?
He's trying to ban flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Personal use flamethrowers.
Yeah, I agree. Because let's be honest, Detroit is where RoboCop took place. They
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have flamethrowers there.
I think Detroit should not have anything.
Yeah.
I think Detroit should just go, let's just clear the slate. Nobody has car. Like, let's just get rid of everything and then give things back one at a time until everybody starts murdering each other. Then we take that one thing away.
Yeah, we'll figure out what
Like,
the
if it's
one thing
pencils,
is.
we're like, oh, it was pencils the whole
Sorry,
time, guys. We thought it was flamethrowers. And the
That's
one guy's
a great
got this,
social
like,
experiment.
this one guy's got like all these weeds all over his house and hornets, and he's like, "Can I have my fucking flamethrower back, please? I can't live like this."
Yes, but no pencils.
Yeah, no pen. He's like, "Fine, you keep the pencils. I use my internet anyway."
Oh my god.
We already talked about how fucking ballpoint pens suck.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, did people tweet you how they hold their pens?
I saw a couple pictures of people that were
Yeah.
like, "I hold my pen like this," and I was like, "That's
pretty cool.
very interesting."
Yeah.
All right, last story,
Last story.
and it's about China and it's about animals.
Oh, is it my story about how I went to the zoo?
Yeah,
China
Okay.
enlists monkeys to help to keep birds from spoiling a big parade.
To the monkeys have
I thought you were gonna
flamethrowers.
say from,
And they're just
like-
They have trained
I literally thought you were going to say something like from spoiling Star Wars.
from spoiling Star Wars. These monkeys, anytime they see Force Awakened or Force Unleashed or whatever it's called, they like just cram on the keys until it's deleted.
Yeah.
No, they have trained macaques.
I'm sorry, what?
Macaques.
Macaques?
Macaques. Macaques.
Are you saying that word correctly, or is this like a recreation? Hold on.
No, Macaques. Macaques.
Macaques.
Wait, what? Where?
Macaques.
I don't think that's Ow.
I don't think that
That was my
that was my head.
That was my headphone hitting the mic. That's definitely not macaques. That's like macaques.
No, I think
Maquas.
it's
I think it's maquas.
okay.
Alex
we'll
could
go
be
with,
right about
We'll
things
go
too.
with maquas. So they have multiple trained maquas
Maquas.
that they have trained, and get this, to climb into the trees and shred birds' nests.
Oh, what?
Oh, not the
Oh,
birds. I
that's
thought you were gonna say shred the
still
birds.
mean.
No, but there could be eggs or babies in the thing. That's a fucking.
Yeah.
The maquas don't care. They're like, fuck this. They're like, I see a nest, I go crazy for the nest.
Whoa.
I just shred it like a maquas.
Shred. You are a maquas, not like a maquas.
Is
Yeah,
there a
but that's how
reward?
maquas shred. They go
Okay.
like a maquas.
Like a maquas.
So they're doing it because they don't want like bird strikes. Because you know how they have like falcons at like airports.
No.
Oh my god, guys!
What?
Falcons
Oh,
at airports. They have like falconers will go out and
They have falconers that's a
Yep.
job at an
Yep.
airport?
Yes, it is. Where you go and
Oh, my
make sure that the
gosh.
birds are away, because the falcons will just run around and the birds are like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
There's a giant fucking falcon.
That's
flying
way better
around.
than getting sucked into a plane
Yeah.
engine.
Well, no, yeah,
And having
exactly.
to land your plane in the Hudson River like that guy had to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Scully, Vince Scully.
Was that his name? You remember his name?
Scully was the name. I think it was like wasn't his name like something Scullenberger or something like that?
I don't know.
Anyway, Scully
I
is
don't know.
is like his nickname.
He's a fucking
Let's go with
hero,
Scully.
man.
Scully
Scully.
and Mulder.
Okay, so they just tear up the bird's nest. So
Shred the bird's nest because there's going to be a big military parade, and
why
they were
can't
like,
the birds come around for the parade?
Yeah, what are
because
they
there's
gonna
going to be flybys, multiple flybys of all these military jets, and they don't want these bird strikes happening
I
or
was
anything like
thinking
that.
like they didn't want birds to poop on
Yeah,
people or
that's
something
kinda-
like that.
When I was reading this, and I was like, oh, for the planes. No, I think they didn't want any birds around to be like, look how clean the streets are.
Okay, so when I went to China, it was 2007, and the Olympics were in Beijing in 2008.
Yeah.
Were they in Beijing or Shanghai? Beijing. They were in Beijing. And the thing we learned was that in preparation for the Olympics, they had actually spray painted trees green
Yep.
to make it look better. Like
Yeah.
they did all this kind of crazy shit in
They
China.
put up like these wall billboards where they basically just like moved all this trash and shit to one side and then just put up a 10-foot wall of plywood that then they put nice lettering on. But they had pictures of people like, this is all like awesome and manicured, and this like wall, and then right on the other side it's just this pile of shit. It's like a post-apocalyptic fucking
they
mound
like
of
tore
shit.
down housing, like
Jeez.
like
Yeah.
giant housing units, and left people homeless.
Yeah,
So
they were like,
just
sorry
did
guys, this
stuff.
is going to be a porta potty station.
Yeah.
They're like, what? You're like, so many people need pee.
Although still looks way better than whatever happened in Russia last
Oh,
time. Remember
yeah.
when like athletes checked in and like toilets weren't
Oh,
installed?
Yeah, and they had like
that's
doorknobs
hilarious.
that weren't even on.
Yeah,
I love
that
that.
was awesome.
That was really fucking funny. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, there was the one that had the two toilets like right next to each other with nothing dividing the two, and they were like, how is this supposed to work in a public restroom? Man, fucking Russia. Leave it to Russia, man.
Fucking.
They're like, what?
we do gun.
Yeah, they're like, why do you need the wall separating? You said, just sit down and poop.
Poop.
Yeah,
Everybody do it.
hey,
What is
you're,
the big deal?
you're
There,
inside.
there's a book. We read the book. Everyone poop. So no one cared.
I
Everyone
thought it
do
was like, look, don't look at each other. Just read book.
no.
Everybody sit down, pick up
Don't make
book.
it weird
Pick up
for
book.
each other.
We got you People magazine.
Yeah, exactly.
We know you like to read that.
Oh my god, I love it. All right,
Are those all our stories?
I think that's it.
Are we
Yeah,
done?
We're done.
Ah, you're at 40 minutes.
We did it.
Oh, this is the shortest podcast ever.
Give someone an email.
40
Any
minutes.
other? Okay, 40
No,
is
it's
good.
Wait,
fine.
give someone an email. Is that
I
what
mean,
you
I
just
thought
said?
maybe there's another email you could read.
Tom, this is not your podcast. Stop telling us
What's
what
happening?
to do.
Sorry.
What's happening? Speaking of Tom,
Tom, you
No,
have
no,
to-
you don't read that
Tom,
one.
you don't
I'm just
become a
saying.
series regular till season 2, okay? So just chill the fuck out. By the way, that cracked me up when we haven't talked about our cover poll.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're recording this early because I'm
Right.
going to be out of town. So we've recorded this
Right.
4 or 5 days earlier
And
than we
it's been
normally
a
do.
nail biter.
It has been, man.
It's
So yeah, keep voting. We'll repost the links, but keep
Yeah.
voting. By the time we record our next podcast, we'll announce the winner.
Yes.
For our new cover art. It's awesome. We love that people love the submissions.
I know. Super cool.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
actually
people are
like
digging it.
close. I sort of wasn't expecting it.
Well, there was a front runner that came out, and then all of a sudden, it got caught up. So basically, like 2 and 3 are like neck and neck. I mean,
Yeah.
there's only a couple. I mean,
But we're
if you have a big opinion, go and share
Yes,
it.
and we're gonna figure out how to use all 3 of them somehow.
Yeah.
Because we like them all. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
rad.
And we have so many places to put cool things.
But my point is that I kind of laughed when a couple people tweeted me when we tweeted that link out. They were like, "Where's Tom? Why is Tom not in the
that's
picture?"
nice of him.
I know. Tom is the
Trust
me
me.
from 4 Points. Tom, you have to understand. I shot an entire season of
Yeah,
a show with
that's
Alex
true.
called 4 Points with Alex Albrecht, and we had a desk, and it had Alex's name on it.
It
I
actually
did
had my name on it.
every single episode.
So
Yeah.
you're
My
saying someday
name
I could
was-
be you.
Yes, yes,
yes,
My
You're the new
fantasy
me.
come true.
You're the new me, Tom.
in
You're
the
the new
Awesome.
me.
in the
You will be
Blake
on-
Edwards movie.
You will be on every single episode of this podcast, and yet your name will never be in the title.
That's fine.
Season 2.
Season 2.
That's fine.
But here's the deal:
Let's
do we
do it.
even have like season breaks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do we?
Drunks
A
after
year.
Drunksmith.
This might be a season.
Yeah.
That's
We'll see you in season 2.
Woo!
Junk. And then it's just 40 minutes of silence on the recording. Until somebody wakes up and hits the stop button.
And they're like, "Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh, my
God.
god! What if we had like a secret track? Do you remember that when people used to buy
yeah.
CDs?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the Green Day Secret Tag was one of my favorite. I played on the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Or remember when they had secret tracks where it was like your song would end, but then there would be like 5
Minutes of
tracks,
space.
but not 5 minutes of space. 5 different tracks.
Yeah, it was
of,
like track
silence.
99 was
Yes.
the secret one. Yeah.
But and all the tracks were like different lengths. It was like, here's
Yeah.
a 2-minute and 30-second track of silence. Here's a 45-second track of
Yeah.
silence. And you're like, what the fuck? What was the CD programmer doing at this time?
Yep.
They're like, I'm going to program this for the exact right amount of time to make this last song listenable.
It's pretty awesome.
Boom.
Boom.
All right. Well, speaking of the end of stuff, it's the end of this week's episode.
Aww.
We will
Send us
see you next
emails.
week. Send us emails. halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com.
You looked really sad saying that.
Well, I'm always. It just hurts.
We
my
love
soul.
your emails. Obviously, we love reading them on the show. I like
Super
that
fun.
became like a. We didn't plan to do do we just started
No.
doing that.
I don't. I think we started.
We didn't even
We didn't even have an email address when we
account.
started this whole thing. It's crazy.
And now we love you guys. You guys have become a part of the show. So
Yeah,
that's rad.
and follow us on the tweeters at halfhourhappyhr for all the
Yes.
info and to find the links for the polls.
Yeah.
And you can follow us individually at Alison Haislip, at Alex Albrecht, at Tom Krajewski,
How weird that we all actually have our names on Twitter.
and full names no less.
I know.
And
Yeah,
Tom, you got
Alex
your
Albrecht.
name
What?
like recently.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm kind of new to this.
Yeah, but
I
I
just
mean,
did
it's
like 2
crazy
months
that it's
ago.
like.
Unless we-
I mean, I guess Tom.
I'm not going to
Krajewski-
say that there's another Tom Krajewski out there.
There could be. There's like.
There
a
could
Better
only
not
be one.
Yes.
Yes, you are the Highlander of your own name, sir.
Yes, congratulations.
All right, well, that's it for this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip.
That's Tom Krajewski.
Hey, Tom Krajewski. Don't push the button yet. What are you doing?
He was
I was
like,
preparing myself to press the
I know,
button.
He has to
but you got
prepare.
so
It's my
close.
job, Allison. It's the only thing
I had 2
I'm here
jobs.
for.
Press the button on, press the button off.
It's a lot of pressure. I
We
was
haven't
getting
said
mentally
bye
prepared.
yet.
All right,
All right, goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Push the button. Push it.